Happy Saturday, everyone.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday.
You know what? We got a new guest. Well, we got our first guest. This is the first time she's been a guest on our show this morning.
Together, yeah.
Together,
Yeah, I'm excited for
together.
her being here. Since you want to argue and want me to take you want me having emotion
You know
this
what? You can have
morning.
some emotions because me and Cassandra, we were together before on a
Okay.
previous podcast, and actually, our we had the same producer. You know,
All right, all
right.
right.
Producer,
Come on,
he
one
kicked me
time
to
for
the
the
curb
one
for a little bit, and
time.
he brought me back. We got married
Once
again.
y'all got married
We got
again.
married again.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we got married again.
Y'all had
You know,
separation
yeah. You
anxiety.
know what? People divorce me quite often. They do.
Listen,
You know,
you know what? I've been in this thing. I think I've probably been one of the longest running ones with you.
right? You've been running the longest guest.
You calling me a
Partner.
guest?
Right.
Y'all, you
Partner.
see, she called me a guest.
No, you've
Y'all.
been one
No,
longest partner.
nope.
Because people
Mm-mm.
fire me. They divorce me. They do. They
Listen,
be like, I'm tired of you.
I probably do it every day, and then I marry you again the next day.
But
You
you
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying?
You probably you forgive me. That's right. You
Uh,
forgive me. You have a forgiving heart.
oh, that's so sweet.
That you gotta have a forgiving heart dealing with me because I could be a mess.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's I? Who's I? But let's get into the word of the day. The word of the day is actually, let me just tell you guys. Dr. T asked me to pick the word of the day. And I wanted to pick the word of the day because this is how you guys are right now. For everybody that's listening, for everybody that's gonna be actually listening later, because we have a lot of people that actually listen and watch later,
Yeah.
right? I'm talking to you, no matter what state you live in.
No matter what time it is.
What is the foolishness you got going on in your life?
Listen, we all have some foolishness.
Or what is the foolishness that you are carrying on at work, at home? What is it?
Listen, it's a lot of foolishness going on in the world right now.
Well, one of the foolishness that's going on when what was the young lady we talked about last week briefly who left her kids. I guess the house was like tore up, right?
Yeah, the house was very, it was unlivable, actually.
Unlivable.
Yeah. So, and you know what? I'm glad that Cassandra is here today because we can talk a little bit about that because that's one of her specialties. But listen, that was some straight foolishness.
Yeah, but she got no bond. But then there was a male, a white male, who molested a boy. He got bond.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Isn't
that
that
picture?
something? That's some straight foolishness in the
But
world.
what's wrong with that picture though?
Yeah. Well,
You being a therapist, what's wrong with that picture?
well, a lot of things is wrong with that picture, but it takes us back to the reality that colored people, black and brown people, get treated a little different, and
Yeah.
especially when it comes to the law.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, that's one of the things. I can do a whole list of them, but I don't think that it's appropriate for me to say what I really want to say right now.
Well, yeah, okay, I agree. So if you're watching this for the first time, we just want to make sure, well, you're watching it for the first time or not, we want to make sure that you give us a follow on our Facebook page. And then also give us a subscribe if you're on our YouTube channel because we're looking to grow our YouTube channel. Yeah. And then comments. We are not giving away lunch today. What are we giving away today?
So we're not giving away, guys, because this is Give Back Month. This is Thanksgiving. And so we are adopting a family. So if you are
That's right,
watching
we
and
are.
you want to
We are.
participate with being the driver's seat as we adopt a family for Thanksgiving, you certainly can. All you have to do is comment below, or you can inbox myself or Regina, the Queen of Carlowns, and we will gladly add you to the list of those persons that are helping with donations. You can also call in today. What's that call in number, Regina?
What's that call in number, producer?
That is
It's 248-905-1128. You can call in today and have a conversation with us. 248-905-1128. Please share, comment, or call this morning.
yeah, I'm excited. So it's a lot of foolishness been going on. So you have that foolishness with that young lady, but what about some of the things that we've seen in the last couple of weeks?
Um, like what? Because I kind of
Well,
went a little negative
we had
last
a
week.
whole. We had the government shutdown. We had a EBT crisis going on. There was a gap in services. We've had a lot of unnecessary comments, a lot of anger. There's been a lot going on in this year, so I'm excited about some of the things we're talking about on the show today.
Well, you know what? So it was a pastor. I don't remember his name, but instead of the his not audience, what do you call the people in the church?
Congregation.
Congregation.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the congregation doing the tithes, and he said, bring food,
Oh
bring
yeah.
canned
So
food, right?
it was quite a few pastors that did that.
Yeah.
When the government shut down, they decided to opt out of taking tithes for a
Mhm,
Sunday,
mhm.
and they said instead of paying your tithes, we want you to go buy the food and bring it to the church so that the church members can come and get the food that they need,
Yeah.
which was absolutely awesome. And I remember talking to our group too about, okay, how can we better service people who may need help? So we did set up something for that. We also had food pantries available for people who needed that.
But you gotta do the food pantries regardless, right? I mean, you
Okay, so in order to have a food pantry, you have to have the area to store the things. So if you don't have a storehouse, or if you don't have like a area for it to go, or a commercial kitchen, you can't house food. So you have to make sure. And my church is not a site for food pantry. However, we do have a lot of sites in the area, and we do give out recommendations of where they can go. And if you have a gleaner's card, you can call the number on the back of the gleaner's card. Somebody gives food away every day.
you know, the great thing about it, I believe, well, I know in Pontiac, it's a church on Woodward,
Mhm.
and right by where our billboard used to be.
Yeah, that's
And
Cassandra's church.
oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Well, they got the. I mean, they have the cars are like lined around the
Mhm.
street,
Mhm.
and they're
Yeah.
lining up at like 7:30. Yeah,
Okay,
they lined up like 7:30, quarter to 8.
so, I'm partnered with the Salvation Army, and so we start food giveaway at 10 a.m., and, at 8 o'clock, people are outside in the line in all type of weather. I mean, rain, sleet, snow. People are lined up around the corner with buggies, bags, walking. Yes.
You know what? But the thing about it though is that we just need to make sure, well, let me just say this. Shout out to you because you came with the idea for us to adopt a family, right?
Oh,
And
absolutely.
that's important because we've been talking about that for some months.
Mhm.
And you came up with that. So kudos to you for coming up with
Well,
that.
kudos to us and being the driver's seat, the sponsor.
Well, yeah, yeah, but you actually gonna do the shopping. So kudos to you that's gonna actually gonna go do the shopping, put everything together. The queen is not going. So what happens is with us business partners, we know what lane we're in,
Yeah,
right?
but
And
I
I
love
stay in
my
my
lane
lane.
because I get to have lunch when I shop. You know what I'm saying? Being the driver's seat is very kind to me.
Okay.
So
See, she shot that out because I didn't know she was having
oh,
lunch. Okay.
absolutely. If I gotta shop, I mean, I need some type of
Well, then
perk.
I'm going shopping too. Cause
Oh, now the
I'm not,
queen. You know
cause
what?
I want to eat and drink.
You gonna dash through the snow with me?
Look, I'm gonna sit in this. I'm gonna sit outside while you do the shopping.
You see, y'all see
But
this?
I'm gonna be ready for lunch.
But that ain't your lane. But
But
I
no, no,
got a
no.
lane for
You
you.
got you.
I
You
got
know
a
what?
lane for
Let
you.
me just for everybody that really doesn't know Dr. T, and you really don't know me. She called me cheap this morning, and the reason she calls me cheap 24 hours a day is because some things I'm just not. She's a foodie. I'm not gonna go and spend $150 on dinner or $200. I'm not. Not when I can go to Cheers, Fifth Tavern, have me a nice dinner, right? Have me a cocktail, right? Let me shake my head and enjoy myself
Oh,
and kick
great.
up my feet. I mean, not on the table, but cross my legs, have conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
you go to the best of the best. You do. I'm trying to be like you on that.
Okay.
But you call me cheap with a chair too. I got a little offended.
Well, so Regina needed an office chair, and so
I
I'm a
still
firm
do.
believer. So I treat everything like I would treat the things in my house. Me and Fred are thicker, heavier people, so I get quality things that won't tear up. I want to be able to move and my chair not break. I want to be able to sit down and I'm comfortable. So when I purchase things, I might spend an extra few dollars, but it's for comfort and it's for longevity.
Okay, so can you guys comment or something about him on Dr. T about
Yeah, she
she
talking about me, right?
so she got to get the best quality of food, she got to get the best quality of whatever she does. Me, I'm just gonna get the best quality of what I think I need and what I think I want, right?
Listen.
When it comes to when it comes to a shoe, I can't buy cheap shoes because I wear size 12 and I'm on my
Mhm.
feet all the time, so I want my feet hurting, right? And
That's
I'm gonna
right.
buy my best quality when it comes to my hair, right?
Mhm.
Because anybody know the queen makes her own hair. I just, just so y'all know, this is as long
Lord,
as
if
my
you
hair has
come
ever
today,
been.
don't come right
My
now,
hair is
please.
26, 28.
Don't come right now,
20
Jesus. Please, just
26,
don't do it.
28. So when it comes to the hair, when it comes to the shoes, and a little bit on clothes, I don't buy cheap clothes, right? You
Mhm.
know, but I do shop at Target a little bit. I do. I got some. I got some pajamas. No, not Target pajamas. Okay, we still boycotting Target. Well, I haven't been to Target that much this year, Cassandra. I have not.
Well, shout out to shout out to so look, it's time for a break. It's time for a break. Listen, we're excited about our guest that's in the studio, Cassandra Thomas. I call her Sandy. She is on her way in just a few minutes. We're gonna take a break and be right back.
Hi, it's Regina, the Queen of Carlones here, and I have something powerful coming your way. On Saturday, December 13th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., I am hosting the Keys to Confidence Car Buying Seminar at 374 Telegraph in Pontiac. This is not your average car talk session. This is where real financial power begins. We're talking about how to buy smart, how to build and repair your credit, and now we're adding something new, how to strengthen your business credit so you can finally qualify for grants, funding, and real capital. You'll meet some of the best experts in the game, from credit union and banks to insurance pros, credit repair specialists, and business finance experts, all ready to pour into you. And our vendors, they're coming bearing gifts. That means giveaways, prizes, and resources designed to help you walk away with more than knowledge. You leave with real tools for success. And here's the best part. At the event, I am introducing something I've been building for years. The Queen of Carlones University, a 6-month, step-by-step program designed to take you from credit stress to credit success. If you ever dreamed of driving what you deserve, owning your business, or just reclaiming your financial peace, this is your moment. So mark your calendar, December 13th, 374 Telegraph, 11 to 1. Come ready to learn, connect, and level up. Because there are a lot of queens on the air, but I'm the only queen that stands tall on financial literacy in our community. See you there. Let's turn those keys and unlock access to financial confidence and freedom.
Register now at keys.regina, thequeenofcarlones.com. Seating is extremely limited.
Hey y'all, it's Cassie here. Ladies, when is the last time you hit pause and took some time to refresh yourself?
What's up, everybody? It's Dr. T, and that's exactly what we're doing at the Refresh Her workshop happening January 10th, 2026 in Lake Orion, Michigan.
Get ready for conversations, laughter, and healing with sessions on self-care, mindset renewal, and rediscovering your why.
Plus, you'll enjoy guided reflections, sister circle conversations, and a little pampering too, because you deserve to start the new year off refreshed and restored.
So grab your sisters, your cousins, your best friends, every lady that you know. It's time for us to reconnect, refocus, and reset.
Join us for a day that will remind you just how powerful you are. Because every woman deserves to feel refreshed.
January 10th, Lake Orion, Michigan.
Limited seating, so register down below. And we are back, and we have a special guest in the studio. We got Miss Cassandra Thomas in the studio. Good morning, Sandy.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Y'all hear that sultry voice? She like, good morning.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We're excited for you to be on too. You know, this is
Well,
a
thank
long
you,
time
thank you
coming.
for coming in the studio
Yeah,
Yeah.
in person.
yeah.
I got
Ah.
threatened a little bit, but
We did.
yeah, just a
You
little
got okay. You, welcome to the
But I would have
Did y'all see how she looked over at me like I was the one threatening her?
See, a hit dog a holler. I didn't even
Look,
say
I
that.
told you. See,
Did
I
you say
said
big
that.
dog a
and She
holler?
said
A
a
hit
hit dog.
dog a
I
holler.
said that
A hit
last
dog a
2 weeks
holler?
ago, and she was like, she laughed, and she could. Damar was here, and she laughed, and she was like, "What does that mean?" I
A
told you
hit
that.
dog a holler?
A hit
Hit
dog.
dog a
What does that mean?
holler.
A hit dog.
If you hit a dog with something, he gonna holler.
I
He
didn't
gonna
say.
do
I
something.
didn't point at her. I didn't say anything.
She looked at.
But you a hit dog.
Did you
dog a
hear me
holler.
holler? Oh, excuse me. Did you hear me holler? Y'all gonna make me burp
Hit dog a
laugh.
holler.
Listen. So Sandy, listen. When I asked you to come on, you was like yes immediately. So I'm so appreciative for that. It's been a long time to get you on here, but now that I have you, let's get right into
Let's
it.
get into it.
So, listen, you said we were gonna chat it up. So let's start the chat. One of the things you said you want to talk about the change in the city of Pontiac, the pros and cons. And listen, what a better way to talk about it now that the election is over. Listen, a lot of people have quieted down. We haven't seen a
And
lot of activity.
I'm glad that it got quiet.
You glad they didn't got
Yeah,
quiet?
election time was really, really different for me. I just was ready for it to be over. I feel like I saw a lot of just negativity and things that to me are not necessarily what's needed to bring our city together and to
Yeah.
have some revitalization. So I'm glad that the election is over and now we just move forward with who we have as
Yeah.
people have spoken. Let's get to it.
So what you saw was a lot of people being divided.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people in Pontiac and even people surrounding areas or people that didn't live in Pontiac, they were divided and they took sides and they
Mhm.
really didn't play fair. They didn't really
Yeah.
look at the
But
whole
I
thing.
can promote my candidate. I can promote the things that I believe in without demeaning you, without
Mhm.
being negative, without talking
Yeah.
about you. That can happen.
It can.
I don't
happen.
have to, go to the negative side to say, hey, I'm supporting the Queen of Car Loans. And I think this is why she's the best option when you're looking for a car. I don't even have to bring up the other person.
Well, I appreciate
Absolutely.
that. So shout out to Cassandra. Shout out to Cassandra. Shout out to Mama too, because
Absolutely.
you actually I appreciate you because I met you many years ago from a distance, right?
Mhm.
And then we kind of got to know each other, right? And then but you trusted me with your mom. So when you know you are in, when you get trusted with mom,
Absolutely.
so
I
I
love her
appreciate
mama.
that.
You know I love your mom.
I do
And
too.
what was so
Everybody.
funny, I was behind her. I was like, oh, that joke was sharp. She didn't even know. She didn't even know I was behind her. We both was at the bank. I was like, I leaned over. I was like, oh, she been long hair.
Yeah, they took good care of my mom.
Yeah,
They
I
took
love
good
your mama, girl.
Well, your mom, with your family, your dad has been been
Mhm.
buying cars from Longhammer for the last 20 years, almost 20
At
years.
least 20.
Yeah. So
I think when I graduated from high school, I was on my way to college and I knew I was going to get me a new car. And so he went to Longhammer. So I just knew it was going to be my turn. He came home with a heavy Chevy. I said, that ain't for me.
A heavy Chevy. But you been, girl. Wait a minute.
what's a heavy Chevy?
A big body car.
Yeah,
A
was
big
it for?
body old
He had
school.
it was a 94.
What
It
was it
a
for?
big black, he had a conversion van.
Okay.
Heavy
Okay.
Chevy.
A big body. But y'all, let me tell y'all about Cassandra. I love Cassandra. Cassandra will push the speed limit. But I was
That's
in
what
the
we gonna talk
car.
about?
Listen, we getting there. We gonna talk about the changes in Pontiac. But I was in the car with Cassandra. And when
got a
I got
heavy
out
foot.
the car, I kissed the ground. I was holding the side of the thing like this. My knuckles was like, Cassandra got us to Detroit in 20 minutes flat, downtown,
I was,
by the Riverwalk.
I was in the driver's seat.
You was driving. You was
That was a
driving.
good one. She was in the driver's seat.
She was doing 90 on the freeway to 100. We got to 100 a few times. I'm like, oh, am I driving that fast? Let me slow down. She looked over there at me and was like, oh.
She was over there.
Listen.
Well, I wasn't going that fast.
Just
We got
small.
there. Just
We did get there, but I didn't go back with her, y'all.
She sure didn't.
You went back with somebody else?
I just thought about that. You
was
didn't
that
get back in the car.
I didn't get back in the car. But
Wait, the one thing you can't do is you can't tell someone how to drive. I drove. We went to Detroit before. And she was trying to tell me how to drive.
She pulled
And I
off
was like,
my
you can
car
get
on
out.
one wheel.
But it sounds like that it's her issue.
It
She's trying to
is.
tell me
It
how to
is
drive.
her
She's trying to
issue.
tell you how to drive.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's your issue.
Okay.
Dear people of God, I have a
Dear-
control issue and I don't like to be driven. That is, I like to stay
In
in
the
the
car?
driver's seat.
In the car?
In the car.
Okay.
I like to stay in the driver's seat. However, Regina pulled out on one wheel in my vehicle.
Okay,
my
so
car is not used.
so
to
let,
being
so let me ask you a
restricted.
question. So when you're afraid to go somewhere, who drives?
Me.
All the
Lord.
time? Girl,
Nah.
I can't wait to be the passenger
Nah,
princess.
he drive a lot, but when he drive, my knuckles be white too.
You need to go to the Lord.
I do every day. several times a day.
You need
But
to go to
anyway,
the Lord. You
y'all,
need to go
y'all
to the
not, y'all not
Lord.
gonna talk about me. Okay, Cassandra, come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, what's going on in your world? What's going on? We
My
got a lot of
world.
stuff going.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just regular old stuff. I just recently started a new position at work, a different position.
All right now.
Still in the child welfare realm of things. It's something very different for me. But one of the things I think in this season I'm going with this. I'm going with it. Control. You talked about like control. I've always been a person that I want to be in control. I want to be able to anticipate what's going to happen and make the moves. And in this new season, there were some things that happened to me that were not in my control, and so I'm just adjusting to that and trying to, relax and just kind of go with the flow, have faith, trust, and know that it'll be okay, which it will be. It already is. But you talked about that control. I'm gonna put control with that foolishness because
Yeah.
sometimes it's just that's one of the things that for me working on. But other than that, just still enjoying the work that I do. I've worked in child welfare for a number of years, 27 to be exact. I can't believe that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank
With
you.
the state of Michigan. Wow, that's
Yes,
great.
yes, that's a long time.
That's
It
a
is.
long time.
But I still enjoy being a social worker, still enjoying doing that work. And so then, as we've talked about, there's a couple other things that I do that allow me to have a little fun when I'm trying to work. So
Well, let's stay in that social work realm because we mentioned earlier when we talked about the foolishness, when we talked about the young lady, we just grazed over it really quick. But this is the second case that has happened in Pontiac. And so, as a a child welfare worker, how does that really impact the child? Because you see it on both levels.
it has a major impact on the child. And really, I'm not going to I'll say that particular situation, but really in our daily lives, how we parent our kids, how
Yeah.
we engage with them, both the positive things we do, all of that has an impact on the kid
Yeah.
and has really sets a foundation for how they'll grow, what type of person, what type of personality, and really how successful they'll be able to be in their lives. So there is so much that goes into forming and that creating really that particular youth and getting them where they need to be. For those ladies that and again, I know that we saw the face in the media was the mom, but there are other, every child has a mom and a dad, and
Amen.
there were some
Hey,
other
yeah,
individuals
yep.
that were
Yeah.
involved. But really, what
Mhm.
every time I see something like that, I think about supporting cast, like
Yeah.
where we have a
Exactly.
moral responsibility. Like
Yes.
it's difficult for me to believe that no one knew.
But see, you know what?
That
And I like that you're going there, and I don't mean to cut you off because I want to do say this. You the supporting cast. It don't start with just the mother. The mother you got the father, you got her father, right?
Yeah.
The parents' father, you got the mother, the grandparent, whoever raised her. It just didn't start
The
with her.
father.
And
Where
in
is the
reality,
supporting
Max,
cast?
reality, I'll be very the realistic. Not everybody's supporting cast looks the same.
That's
So
true.
I do know that there are some. When I think about like my nieces and nephews being able to be fortunate enough to have an extended supporting cast, that some others their cast doesn't look the same.
That's
Like we're
true.
talking about a movie, a supporting cast. I've never actually thought about it. It's like a movie, supporting cast,
Yeah,
family. You don't
because
call them
everyone
family,
plays a
supporting.
role.
The
When you
village.
think
It's
about
not.
a movie,
It's usually
Absolutely,
called the village, but the
yeah.
supporting cast.
It's
Same
the
thing.
Same thing,
Yeah.
just a different
And
name.
so it just makes me think, where are those individuals? And sometimes we turn our eye to some things because we maybe don't want to get involved. And I'll put some of this on our child welfare system. A lot of individuals don't trust the system.
They
So
don't.
it's hard to, even if you're a part of the supporting cast and you want to go say, like, hey, somebody has a problem over there. If you don't trust that when you come to me to say that I'm truly going to be a part of the solution,
Yeah.
then it's hard to come to me and say that. So that's for me when you think about those kids having to endure that when there potentially was an opportunity for some others to step up and say
Yeah.
like, hey, we got to do something about this, or we got to help, or we got to say something.
So what's one of the things that can improve about the child welfare system to
Mhm.
make things better? And
Mhm.
you've been in it 26 years in the Ram, right? One
Yeah.
thing that can help improve the system and make it better. If you can make that change, what would it be?
I've said this, and when you ask that, that's a loaded question because there's
Very
several
Well,
of
give
them.
me a loaded
But,
answer.
but one of the things I'll say, and I've always said this, it's really changing our image in the community. We
Yes, that's
really have
huge.
individuals have to see us as a resource.
Yeah.
They have to see the child welfare system as a resource because that's what it's intended to
But they
be.
run away.
And
Oh
it's
yeah,
scared.
because
But they're
we think we're
scared.
gonna we
They
think you're gonna
scared.
steal our
Yeah,
kids.
yes,
Right.
trust me, that's
Yeah.
not that's not the first thing. We definitely don't want to do that. And if you think about a pyramid, but
Yeah.
upside down, like the top part, the longer part of that, that's how many calls and things. When you start talking about removing kids, it really narrows it down. The number of children that are actually removed from the home is far less, and it's not. We definitely put a lot of work into. Prevention and services to try to prevent that. But again, if people don't trust that, and I understand why we don't trust the system. We just talked about how you got two different situations, and because one looks different than the other, one got no bond, and the other one is like, hey, go free, go and
Yeah.
reoffend if you like, or whatever.
Reoffend if you like.
If you like.
Yeah.
And so I understand why they don't trust the system, and I understand why it's difficult. But if we truly want to improve our system, we have to put, as the state and as child welfare professionals, we have to put the work into that. And some of that is well beyond what an individual can do. It's a bit very systematic. But then some of it is also just on a personal level, like when I engage with individuals, when they see me as the child welfare specialist, or when I'm coming to talk to someone, having a level of respect despite what they look like and things like that. So there's some small things, but definitely I would say changing our image in the community so people can truly see us as a resource and not be afraid to reach out and not be afraid to call.
Because, to be honest, most of the time you guys get calls is because somebody mad or because maybe they stumbled up on the person, but not just, can you do a welfare check?
Well, and I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of calls. And it's ironic that you say this because that's the area I've transitioned to now where on the forefront taking those calls. The number there are calls that come in that just saying like, you know what, I'm really not sure. I don't know. Can you guys go and check this out? I think this is what's going on. And really, that's all it really takes. You don't have to know. If you're waiting to know for sure, it's probably too late.
Yeah.
So you get anonymous call, somebody call and say, go check it out. So you have to, by law, according to the system, to actually go check it out.
Well, there are some child protection laws. It's quite complicated and quite extensive. It's not that long. It's a little book, actually. You can look at it if you're interested. But there are certain criteria that have to be met to determine that it rises to the level for us to go out to do an investigation. So just because somebody calls and says, oh, I want you to go over there, that doesn't mean that the state of Michigan just kind of run over and go and do a check. There is certain parameters that have to be met in order for us to go out and do that. And so sometimes individuals call, and because we don't go out, or maybe because they don't see individuals go out or they don't see a response, they get frustrated and they're like, well, I'm not calling again. I just say morally, we have an obligation to vulnerable population, which is our kids and our adults, because we got adult protective services as well.
Developmentally disabled.
Make those calls, do your due diligence. As my grandmother used to say, you do what you're supposed to do and you can't worry about the rest. So you just take that.
Yeah, that's true. That is so good. I appreciate you talking about this because we are in this time of year. And I've noticed that there's not, when you talk about the supporting cast, where the teachers at? Like, didn't you know little Johnny wasn't in this class for 30 days or 20 days or 15 days, or they looked bad? So I think that there's a more obligation to several people in the community, not just
yes,
you're right. The teachers are there though. I think that some of the teachers.
Yeah, but the teachers don't. We've seen teachers drop the ball.
I'm gonna just say systematic.
Yeah.
Imagine being a teacher in a class with
30 kids.
Yes, you got 30 kids, and you got 30 kids, and you got 80 issues.
Literally,
you're trying to, and
plus
so
you got your
5
own
hours a day. 5 hours a day.
Plus you got your own.
Plus you got your own
Yeah,
issues.
plus you
That's
got your
true.
own.
Yeah, that's so good.
So it's a lot, and I don't want to, it's hard to say like, well, why aren't they doing it? Because I don't want it to come across that we're being, that we're trying to point the blame or point the finger, because they are dealing with a lot too. But that's why I say it goes back to your moral responsibility that we all have to say like, hey, I'm concerned about this. Like, let me make this call and then kind of move from there, or being able to see what to do. Like how you said we're gonna adopt a family. You say, hey, it might be a need there. This is what I can do. There's only, we all can do something, and so you just figure out what you can do and operate in that. So
that's good.
So let's get back and talking about what's going on with the city of Pontiac.
Yeah.
The reason why I think I had that on there is one of the things I've seen recently in social media is a lot of complaints and concerns about some
Mhm.
changes that are being made in the city.
Mhm.
Um,
For
them
instance,
they're
for instance,
enforcing some of our policies and practices that probably have been long standing, but there probably wasn't really a lot of enforcement for certain things.
Okay.
for
Um,
instance,
How's that? And then how's that
for
going to
instance,
impact us? Yeah, like
for
what you talking
instance,
about?
I would say, for
What you talking
instance,
about?
for
I'll be
instance,
real with
that's
you.
the fifth time.
I've seen a couple. I'll give two examples. One, I'll
Okay.
even start just with our own family.
Mhm.
Everybody knows where we live on Paddock and Pike, and we own all those lots over there. And so it's a
Yeah.
lot of us over there sometimes, and a lot of cars sometimes are
Yeah.
parked there. When we don't know what to do with the car at our own house, we're gonna take it over to Paddock and put it over there. And we recently got contacted saying like, y'all can't have all that stuff in their yard. We like, this our yard. How you
Mhm.
gonna say that we can't park this stuff here?
Really?
But oh yeah, and so had to get it cleaned up and get some things taken care of. And some of them were one really was just a vehicle that moved every day, but they were just still saying the ordinance says you can't park in the grass and this and that. So we have this property, but now we got to put some gravel or something down so that it meets the criteria. And so initially we were mad. We were actually quite
Yeah,
pissed.
because
So how y'all gonna come tell us?
yeah.
But then, and I saw some other things as I started to think about it. If we want to be what we see happen in other areas and other cities, and we say, how
Mhm.
can their insurance rates be lower, and how can they have a standard and expectation? And then
Mhm.
we want that in our city, but we don't want the change. We don't want them
Yeah.
to come and tell us. And it really just boils down to like we have to be open to that. If we want to see things be better, there are going to be some things that will
Mhm.
have to be enforced, and we have to go with it. So if they're starting to say, because they sending out notices saying like, you can't have all these cars parked the wrong way on your street and all in your driveway, and you've been working on a car for 3 years and it's still parked over there. But why
Yeah.
can't we enforce that in our city?
That is so
They're
good.
doing this in other places, but we want it to be better. But then we want it to be better in some ways, but not others.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes we do a lot of complaining and get angry when we have to follow rules. Just like I don't know if you both
I
knew.
mean,
Wait a minute.
I
Hold
just,
on. Me too.
but I'm just saying, I don't know if y'all looked at Steve Coleman's post that he put up yesterday, but he was talking about, you all know that he does the food
Mhm.
giveaway. He usually does it at Trinity and at different places. He had told his volunteers, and also he had told other people, like, listen, when these people coming through, only take what you supposed to take. Don't take more than that. Don't take the greens. Don't take the things, because guess what? If I'm volunteering, yeah, I may want some greens, but I want you to get, if you're in the line, I want you to get what you need. And so one of the things that I know about him is he'll give the stuff away in the end, but if he gives rules out, he expects them to be followed. And he talked about that yesterday on his Facebook page. And he talked about how people were angry with him because they didn't want to follow rules. And
Structure.
sometimes
They don't want.
we
We don't
just
want no
need,
structure.
we don't want no structure,
We don't want no
and we
structure.
don't want people
Then
telling
what?
us what to do.
Yep.
But in
Yep.
reality, we just need to follow
Structure.
directions
And I'm gonna be honest,
sometimes.
I'm on my own street. I struggle myself with some discipline and structure, but I know that that's what um, breeds results. And
It
if I
does.
want that, and that goes back to our city, if we want some change, we gotta have some
So
structure.
you
We
got to
gotta
follow
have
the
some
rules
discipline.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
do.
you know what? I'm telling y'all, this is
You
good
got
that
to
we
follow the
here.
rules too.
You got to follow the rules, but the Lord has been dealing with me. A made up bed is a made up mind. So when you decide to
That's when
make
you
the
talked about
beds
making sure
up,
your bed was
it's
made every day.
yeah. And so when I talked about bed, people literally think about your
Yeah,
bed, but we
yeah.
have a lot of beds in our lives that we need
Lives.
to make up. And you make your mind up that I'm gonna do what's right, even though it may be painful. I may not like this, but if this is overall gonna be better for me and my community, I'm making this
I
bed
have
up.
to do it. I
I'm gonna
can't
have to do
operate in
this.
chaos. And
Yeah.
I'm on my own street right now.
So what you
Just
got to do is you got to clean up your own.
you
You got
have
to
Yeah.
to,
clean up
like
your
right
own
now,
house.
it's
You
so
got to clean
much
up your
that's
own
going
house.
on when you have you just can't. I think better, and I say this jokingly because I have to say when the house is clean and when your room is clean,
Ooh,
I
honey.
feel
You
better.
feel
in that
better,
room.
Ooh,
yeah.
I got
yes.
to sleep
When that
better.
housekeeper leave, I'll be like, thank you.
I'm just saying, it's different, and you can
Yeah.
operate better in that space. And
Yeah.
so
You
if we don't-
can.
and that's really what I think our city is trying to do. And again, we have to trust our leaders. We have to trust this. And I'm not saying that everything that that's being enforced or that they're trying to change is like I'm in agreement or things like that. But some things, if we want, we got to clean it up.
That's
If we
true.
want to be different. So I think that we have the potential to have some great things in the city, but we got to be willing to have some structure, and we got to do some things differently if we want something different. Now, if we want the same old, then
So we had a comment in the bottom though. Can you
Yeah.
put that comment back in the bottom?
Cassandra had a comment down here. Cassie Thomas says, we have to be willing to be the change. Somebody has to be the first with all change. That is true. Be the change that you want to see.
That's it.
That is
That's
so
You
good.
got to start with yourself.
Yeah,
I
start with
always say
yourself.
model the desired behavior. I got to
Okay.
model it. How
Come
to
on, the
do it.
desired
you do.
behavior.
Well,
Wait a minute,
because
you hear
everybody
that?
running
The
around.
desired behavior.
Everybody's running around telling everybody else what to do.
Yeah.
In their
But what
house,
are
to
you
clean-
doing?
But what are you doing?
But
in
what you
yourself?
doing in your own
What are you
backyard?
doing?
That's true.
What are you doing in your house?
Yeah.
You know,
So
what are you doing in your car?
what you doing, period?
Well, I ain't gonna. My car is a hot mess right now.
I ain't even finna say nothing.
Oh man, I got stuff
clean.
on the front
My car
seat,
clean.
the back seat.
But listen.
like, with some chaos going on right here.
The queen needs to go get her car clean. So
The inside.
Cassandra, what else do you have going on? I know that you outside of child welfare, you have another gig or entrepreneurship or business. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I said this earlier. I have to keep something going on that's just more fun, a little more lighter than this regular child welfare world that I've been in. So my brother and I we just celebrated our 2-year anniversary.
shout out.
Yeah, 2 years in the small business world. So we have a
Congratulations.
Thank you. We have a photo booth company. We do some rentals for like entertainment type things, throne chairs, red carpet, and stuff like that. And I'm just amazed at how consistent it has been for 2 years. Literally, I was.
You say you
somewhere-
amazed?
Yeah. You know,
Why?
people don't have to come and spend their money with you.
But people love you and trust
They
you.
sure
They'll spend
do.
money with you.
That is
And
true.
and
That-
you when you have integrity and you
Mhm.
show up and you on time and you
Mhm.
make sure they got that
Mhm.
photo booth
Yeah.
and things
Mhm.
and then you have a pleasant spirit. We
Mhm.
spend our money with
Yes.
people who are like-minded
do.
like us.
We
That
do.
is
We
true.
do.
That is true. And
So that's
we've
good.
seen that. We've seen a lot of repeat customers. We've seen individuals that, I mean, it's one school district. I've done their prom, their homecoming, their anything for their school. Like this lady probably has called at least over 2 years, 8 to 10 times to book it.
Mhm.
And I don't take that lightly. And I shouldn't say we don't take that lightly. I know I'm the one that's here now, but I'm my brother not. And it's really cool. And it's
Shout out your
something-
brother's name.
Oh, Terrell Thomas.
Come
That's
on,
Mr.
TNC.
Thomas.
What's the name of the
TCS,
Okay,
Thomas
yeah.
Contract Services. Royalty Rentals is our so we you know, if you're looking for a photo booth or any type of services, please
I thought
consider
that
us.
C
We-
was for Cassandra.
How
Thomas
about
and
everybody think it's both Thomas, like TCS was Terrell, Cassandra, and Sandy,
Yeah.
but we do operate in that sometimes. Shout out to Cassie, she's on here. That's
She
our.
is.
She ain't that silent, but that's our silent part. She helped
You're
me.
not silent no more, girl.
Look, she helped me keep Terrell in line. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, what-
She
what-
does. She does. So people that just don't know, they have the same name.
They do.
They have the same name, you know. So how did so your sister-in-law has the same name as you?
It goes deeper than the same name. I tell my brother this all the time. I say, you love me so much, you just was looking for somebody, not just with my name, but really, I'll be honest, I could say this in all fairness, in my likeness, like the amount of similarities and things that we have in common. We both, at some point, at different times, went to Alabama State University. The only slight difference is I was a chief and she was a part of that other, the other one.
That's what I'm saying. That other tribe.
yes. Other than that, we both are in helping professionals and both got a master's degree. She went a step further. She's working on her doctorate. I ain't
Come
there
on,
yet.
it's about to
man,
be
go
done.
ahead.
I ain't
Shout
there
out.
yet. I ain't there yet. I'm gonna take the yet off. I ain't there. And but
It might be a yeah.
I ain't there. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
But we have so in addition to just the same name, just as she has we have a very similar spirit. We always joking and we'll text each other laughing about like stay in your lane, girl. We ain't getting in that because we want to fix something.
We ain't getting in that mess.
We gonna make
Yeah.
it right. But so he selected a great Cassandra Thomas, and we'll both work at the state of Michigan. Just this week, our name got tripped up at work. She's getting my access to systems that I'm supposed to have, and I'm like, how did they do this? I submitted the request. How did it end up over there with you?
Because y'all got the same name.
Yes, so dentist office. At one point, I'm in the chair. I'm like, that ain't my chart. Like what? So we laugh at it now, but we try to use it to our advantage when we can.
All right.
Did anybody tell y'all to go to the same dentist and all that? Did I-
Listen.
did anybody-
So yeah.
Shout out to Cassie.
Yeah,
That's my
shout
girl. We doing the event, the refresh her. This coming up
Yes,
on
we
the
get
calendar.
refreshed. We got to get refreshed on January
Gotta
10th.
do it. Gotta do it. So listen, I want us to talk about real quick about one of the things we're supposed to talk about is the influence culture and the online impact.
What's
that's going
up?
on with Chris
Yeah.
Kyle. I mean, this is just like this man is taking over. This man actually
Listen,
has for his he proposed to his girlfriend, his not his
on her
fiance,
birthday.
on her birthday, and he is asking people around the world to actually donate to his sponsor his wedding party. And he actually shout out to Kevin Maples, who is the general manager at Les Stanford.
I
Les
seen
Stanford.
that. The
Yep,
Hummers.
yep,
Hummers,
yep,
he
yep,
said.
yep. Shout out to him. We actually worked together many years ago at George Maddock, and he is a great guy. He's very intelligent. I mean, he's running that store.
Mm.
He's the, I
Which
believe
one?
he's the Les Stanford Buick GMC
Where
on
is it?
Woodward
Woodward.
in
Okay.
Royal Oak.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to him because it used to be Fazard, but I think it used to
Mhm.
be L'Enfant. It used to be Jim Fazard because I worked for them years ago.
Mhm.
And then I think maybe I forget who owned it before Les Stanford got it. But shout
Mhm.
out to him because I know he's like the first Afro American man that's a general manager of the store, and he's actually doing well.
All
So
right.
shout out to
yeah.
him.
All
Okay, let's
right.
talk about Chris. What is Chris doing? I mean,
I don't know.
he
I
is
had a lot.
changing the world.
He is. I was weird. He was one of the first photo booth owners that I had seen. I rented photo booths from him, maybe even 10 years ago. I was back in the
Easy.
open easily.
Easy.
And so I think influence. He definitely has a lot of influence on what he does. I think what is most interesting is that what's recirculating now is some old old video footage and
Mhm.
posts that he made, really condemning exactly what he's doing now.
Mhm.
And so it's in some
What
individuals.
do you mean condemning? Because I didn't see it.
It was just saying like, hey, to these influencers that call you saying that they want to, get your services for free so that they can get exposure. He said that's a crock of bull. Cut the check. That's exactly what he said. And there were like 4 or 5 different posts, even a video that he
Mhm.
had done some years ago. And so now
It's saying I'm confused.
pretty much I'm not going to do this for free before exposure. I need you to pay me. I need you to cut me a check for my services.
So now he's getting that.
And now he's saying to people, hey, let me come and do my stuff for exposure. And I'm not necessarily saying
And cut me a check.
No, he ain't saying
He ain't
cut me no
saying
check.
cut me
He's
no
saying
check.
I'm not gonna cut you a check.
Right. I'm just coming.
Oh.
I'm just gonna highlight you, expose you.
And
Oh.
previously he said, oh, that's a crock of bull. That doesn't work. And I'm a small business. I need, money. You need to pay me. And so now he's asking for kind of the same. But I think it's important because two things I think is we gotta be careful when we, say things that people, especially social media, it don't go away.
It's
What we
never
tell these
gonna
young
They'll
kids.
find it.
That's what we tell these young kids. Once you post it, it's out there.
That's
So
it.
people
Forever.
they have, and this was like 7, 8, some of them even 10 years ago that they went and dug it up, and now they're bringing it back and saying, "How dare you ask us to do this when you said that?" So one, I think the lesson is you just got to be careful, and he's gracefully responding to all of this.
I
So
love it. Yeah.
he's a very smart man. The way in which he is responding, he did take the video down though, but he's still responding gracefully. But I think the other thing is that knowing your influence, just knowing what type of influence you have,
Mhm.
the ability or his mindset to believe that I can ask not just the city of Detroit, but I can ask everybody
The world.
to say come because of who I am
Mhm.
and the influence that I have. Come and
Yeah.
rock with me and give me your services for free. And some people respond to that, and some people don't.
I think it's genius.
It's very genius, but I'm okay either way. I can
Mhm.
understand and I respect the individuals that say, like, hey, I don't know, it was teetered for me on a little bit too much. Like, whoa, everything? But
Teeter.
then shout out to his confidence. He's saying,
Yeah.
like, this my influence, this my impact, this what I have.
Well, can I ask y'all a question? Why are we a generation where you can't change your mind? Like I said
Good
that
point.
then.
Good point.
I
Very
said
good
that
point.
5 years ago, but I
That's
wasn't
not how
mature.
I feel right now.
I wasn't mature. I hadn't walked the walk.
You know what?
Why
That's
are we a
very good
generation
point.
where you can't never change your mind? Oh, you said that. I'm gonna condemn you. I'm gonna bring this back up. You gonna eat your words. We change our hair. We change our clothes. We change our cars. We change our appetites, our meal. We change
change
everything.
anytime we want.
Why
It's
you can't
convenient. It's
change
when it's
your
convenient
mind?
for us. It's when it's convenient for us. Now,
Yeah.
if this had been an issue where individuals wanted to see the change that he had, or it was beneficial for them, or they rock with it, we'd be all about it. We were like, hey, he used to be like that. He changed. He matured. Whatever.
Mhm.
But that is a very good point, and I had not thought about it that way. Like he has matured. I'm not the same, even in child welfare professional. I'm not the
Yeah.
same child welfare professional I was 27 years ago.
You
You
ain't
have
even
grown.
the same person. You don't
Exactly.
even
have
have
grown.
the same
So
mindset.
shout out. I think that's a good point. That
Yeah.
things have changed. But again, he's gracefully done it. But this is where, as an influencer, I think come out and you say like, you know what? Yeah, I did say those things. That was I have grown. I have matured. And
Yeah.
how about my influence is different now? I'm a different.
Yeah.
The different. I mean, and what he's able to do.
Oh
I'm
my
amazed when
goodness.
these companies
Listen.
talk about that they just rocked with him, did one video,
And
and
blew up.
Mhm.
I mean, blew
that
one
people in the
viral.
city are not just the city, but people are listening, and so they're coming to their website for that company or their
Mhm.
and that's influence. That's
That
what we
is.
pay
He
for
do
that.
really good content
That
too,
is.
if
He
I could
does.
just say that.
That is.
So shout out to
Yeah.
Chris Kyle. Congratulations on your engagement
Yes.
to you and your
Congratulations.
beautiful
Mhm.
soon to be wife.
Fiance.
Yeah. Okay.
When
So
did they pick a date yet?
I don't
It's
think
up to you.
so.
That's what they said. It
The
depends on
hell?
who
The
gonna
hell?
donate the vendor. Who gonna donate the event space. So it's
Oh, somebody gonna do it because
Yeah.
it's gonna draw exposure to them, especially if it's an event space that's beautiful and they want you in there. Oh yeah, and then with them coming, rates gonna go up.
Well, you think about this. We've been talking about this. This just happened, what, 2 days ago?
This is
He
hot.
dropped the video maybe 2 or 3
2
days ago.
days. I
This has
watched it.
all been, we people have been, and not just in Detroit. Like this has been national. Like there are individuals that are influencers that are not even in Detroit that are reposting.
Mhm.
They've done what do they call it? A parody. Like somebody has re-recorded
Yeah.
and they're making fun of them in a joking way.
Mhm.
But like he said, he reposting that. He's like, hey, that's still exposure. 'Cause
That's
That's
still a
in the
check.
likeness of
He's
Chris
right.
Brown.
That's
Yeah.
still a
He's right.
check.
Right.
That's right.
That's
He,
still a
he
check.
said that
That's
too. He
genius.
Right.
said that too. Smart man.
Right.
I'm telling you, genius.
Very smart.
So, Cassandra, we've had a good conversation. We talked about a lot of things. For the listeners right now, if anybody wants to get in contact with you and Terrell because they have an upcoming party, because they need one of them photo booths, and y'all got some nice stuff. Let me shout y'all out. Every party that I've seen you do, it has been really nice. Rolling
Thank
out
you.
the red
Thank you. I
carpet,
appreciate
the throne chairs. How can they get in contact with you?
All righty. Well, so like she said, it's Terrell and myself. If you guys are interested in looking for royalty, we up our tagline is upgrade to royalty. So
Come on,
we
upgrade.
will- yes,
Upgrade. Come
upgrade.
on now.
I like that upgrade,
Yes,
baby.
upgrade. I was gonna talk about that earlier when she's like nice thing. I think it's in us. It's
It's
just
just
we,
in
we
us.
just we just
It's just born with it, you know.
we can't
It
get
is
away
born
from it.
Upgrade.
with it.
I'm gonna have to
So-
remember that.
So
Let's
if they're
upgrade.
interested in upgrading
Class.
to royalty, you
You
can
know, that just make me, I'm feeling some kind of
I'm gonna
way.
give out my number so he can drop it in the chat for you guys. 248-214-6135. So give me a call.
Repeat it one more time.
248-214-6135.
Good morning, Cornelia. We see you. So also, Cassandra, if there's someone listening and they do feel like they need to make an anonymous call, or if they see some children in danger, or if they just happen to just be seeing something that looks suspicious, is there a number that they could call
Yes.
so that they can, just put an alert out? I know that you don't have to prove anything, but you definitely can make sure someone is aware. So
Yes. So what I tell individuals and what the law indicates is that you don't have to know really if you
Mhm.
suspect. So if you believe, this is how important our vulnerable kids and adults are. You don't
Mhm.
have to know you don't have to have the proof. We're not looking for receipts, as they say. If you suspect that there is an individual that is having some issues or concerns and you want to contact us, I'm trying to give you guys this number really quickly. Let me see here. It is,
What is this for CPS?
yes, it
Which-
is 855. So some years ago, they went to a centralized intake
Mhm.
line. So anybody can call this line anywhere in the state. It's one number. So it's 855-444-3911.
Repeat that again.
855-444-3911. So if you suspect that there is, and again, this is for vulnerable adults as well as children,
Mhm.
you can contact that number and they'll be able to advise you, take that information, and then they'll take the necessary steps to try to ensure that our vulnerable population is safe. I know we're going to be wrapping up, but really quickly, I wanted to say
Really quickly. No, just kidding.
Okay. I want to say shout out to you guys for just really being willing to coming up with the idea that this is the month of giving back. And
Yeah.
so taking the opportunity to adopt a family. I'm going to be reaching out. I'll have something for you. And for all the people that are joining that wanted to come and make sure I was going to really be up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was
really
real.
did.
It was real. I had to call
Hey,
y'all.
they'll watch the replay. They'll be
Yeah.
like, she did
Y'all,
show
wait a
up.
minute, y'all.
Mhm.
She got here at 8 too, y'all. You know,
I think it
sound
was-
check was
I think it was-
7:45.
I think I was a little, but anyway, so I know y'all didn't believe I was gonna be here, but
So Cassandra, you see this? Cornelia, you see this? Y'all see this? Okay.
so
So somebody look at this.
say, come over here, look at this. I'm just gonna challenge you guys. We got a few days, I think she said. And so if you're
Yeah.
listening, please be willing to a little bit goes a long way. So if
Yeah.
a bunch of us, consider a small donation,
Yeah.
as small as $5. If a bunch of us do that, we'll be able to wrap our arms around a family in our city and be able to kind of help out. So if you're listening and consider that, I think being the driver seat has given their information about how to make that donation. I'm sure
Yeah.
they will repeat that again, but consider that. And this is how we, take care of our own. This is how we model the desired behavior
Yeah.
and show individuals that, we're about, taking care of our people and enhancing our city. So that's what we're going to do.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Regina, quiet over there. You see?
No. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sometimes, the phone just gets, it takes over sometimes.
Yeah, I
And
see.
it did a little bit.
You
there.
know,
I
it took over.
apologize.
Cassandra was trying to get that number. I
know, I'm
was
like,
stalling.
Yeah,
today.
y'all was struggling. Y'all did a good job. Y'all did a good job.
But
We-
listen, thank y'all so
Yeah.
much. For those who want to donate, again, you can contact myself or Regina. We have found a family that we are adopting. It's a single mother. She has 2 children. She lives in the city of Pontiac, and she lives over on what side of town is that?
I think that's the north side.
That's the north side. And she could very much so use all the help that she can get. So we are going to wrap our arms around her for both
We're gonna do it.
Thanksgiving, and
We're
I
gonna
think
do it.
we're gonna do Christmas too. I have to talk to Regina before I put that in the airway.
Okay. Shade. That's what she did.
Shade. All right, so we're gonna go right into it's time to do our
Yes.
it's time to do our
Current
business
events. Our
shout
business
out.
shout out.
Yeah.
Yes.
You already heard TNC royalty.
Yes, upgrade.
TCS.
Upgrade. TCS. That is so funny. She said, I thought that C was for Cassandra. Yeah, it was for no, it's not. But yes, so upgrade to royalty. Yes.
So first we have Green's Heating and Cooling, quality and professional service, licensed and insured. Dear Green owner, if you're looking to get your heating work done or anything with your hot water tank, call it's my big brother, Derek and Deborah Green, who is the owners, 248-462-0110, 248-462-0110, or 313-384-2767.
And just let me shout out Derek Green real quick. He did some work for me. He has been doing work for me for years. He always does a professional, polished job. So shout out to Green's Heating and Cooling.
And financing is available. So you know what? Just because if you don't have cash, that's fine. Credit card. Now you know you got a business when you can accept a credit card.
Come on, shout out American Express. All right, building Pontiac's future. This is Perry Street Empowerment. This is a networking event. This is happening on December the 3rd, 2025 at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at 1 South Saginaw Street in Pontiac, Michigan at the Crofer. If you would like to attend, go to www.perrystreetpropertygroup.com and you will be able to attend this event.
Can I say something real quick about that?
Yes.
I think that these are the type of events. So we have a lot of people in our city that say, "Oh, we don't get the jobs. They're not letting us do stuff. They're giving it to all." Come to the networking event.
Come to the
show up.
Yeah.
Show up and show out and give them your services so you get selected.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
good.
she's turned a little bit something.
Yeah, Cassandra's
Okay.
chair in the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, the ugly
right.
sweater. Come on, Regina.
Go ahead. That's baby girl.
Yeah, this is the ugly sweater cake class. This is happening, y'all, on December the 20th at 2 p.m. at Delicious Sweets Bake Shop. Listen, this event is a wonderful event. It's a $50 investment and includes cake and materials, tutorial snacks, and a sweet surprise. It's happening at SVRC Marketplace, located at 203 South Washington Street in Saginaw, Michigan. You don't want to miss this. We always have a great time, and that is the cake we will be decorating.
What day of the week is that?
That is on a Saturday.
Huh. Okay. Comedy extravaganza. Did I say that right?
You did.
It is next Friday,
Whoop,
hosted
whoop.
by Terry Hodges, featuring Reggie Ballard, Bro Man. You guys remember Bro Man from the Flip Floor from Martin Show.
Mhm.
And then we got our homeboy, Detroit own, Daryl Earl. And backed by popular man, Shanny D will be in the house. Funny lady, simply Chanel. Friday,
Mhm.
November 28th, 2025 at 8 p.m. You ate a lot on Thanksgiving. You know you gotta sleep that night. You know you gotta sleep the rest of that day, right? On Friday. But get on up and come on down to the Crowford, 1 South Saginaw Street. Get your tickets in advance. Admission, $40 in advance, $45 at the door. Go to www.thecrowford.com or scan the phone. Everybody using QR codes. Scan.
All right. Pontiac's Park and Recreation presents Pictures and Pizza. Take a photo with Santa and Mrs. Claus. This is happening on Thursday, December the 11th, 2025 from 5 to 7 p.m. There will be free pizza and beverages, holiday activities and games, a cookie decorating table, and this is at Pontiac City Hall at 47450 Woodward Avenue. For more information, contact 248-758-3600. And this is sponsored by Papa's Pizza and Barbecue in East. What is that at the bottom? Eat Papa's at eatpapas.com. So Papa's Pizza is sponsoring this. This is free. Get your kids out there on Thursday, December the 11th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Pontiac City Hall.
I've never heard of this pizza place. Are they local?
Yeah, Papa's
Where is
Pizza
it at?
is local. It's right there at the corner of like if you're going down Perry and then you're making a left right there to go to go on Joslin, right there to the left is Papa's Pizza. They
Okay.
changed. There used to be a few names right there.
On Huron?
No. If you're going down,
Montcalm and Joslin.
it's Montcalm and Joslin.
I passed it every
It's
day.
right there in the
On my
corner
right
across
turn, I'm
from the
always there.
plant. Used to be
Okay.
across, yeah. Mm-hmm.
A long time ago, used to be a KFC.
All right, this is
KFC.
yours, the queen.
Hey.
Regina, the queen of
Hey.
Carlones.
So
What
I
you
am
doing?
I am having a Keys of Confidence car buying seminar. I was gonna say September, December 13th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
This is a free event, y'all.
It is free. We'll be talking about personal credit, business credit, insurance, and finance. You know, let's talk about insurance for a minute. A lot of you guys don't get quotes on your auto insurance and your home, or you've been with the same agent for 20 years, 15 years. You got to do a little bit of shopping. You got to do it. You got to check it out. But then also, I'm excited because we have partnered. I can't really tell you the name of the credit union right now, but we have partnered with this credit union that's going to be there. And we have some great things that we're going to be sharing. We're going to be kicking off Queen of Carlones University,
Whoop,
which
whoop.
it'll be a program. You'll be in it for 6 to 8 months. And with this particular credit union that we have partnered with, we're going to be working out some things where if you need you be able to possibly put some money in, right? And then they'll be able to not put your own money in, but they'll give you some money, front your money. You won't get the money, and then they'll report to your credit report, if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But some other great things that we'll be talking about that day. I'm super excited, but we want to get people in the room. So we got this QR code, but if you missed the QR code, you know how to use it. You can always contact the Queen. And then with me is Angela Powell, Oakland Commissioner Angela Powell, who has been a big part of the event. And also a big part of the event is Brenda Carter, State Rep Brenda Carter. So I'm
Whoop,
super excited
whoop.
about that.
I'm excited. All right. Pontiac Universal's Crimes is having their annual Thanksgiving community dinner. This is happening Thursday, November 27th. This is actually on Thanksgiving Day. It's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Pontiac Public Library, located at Woodward and West Pike. They are in need of volunteers, donations, and sponsors. For all additional information, please contact Raheem. Listen, you can go on Facebook and look at Pontiac Universal Crimes, and you'll be able to get in contact with him. This is also sponsored by the Pontiac Public Library, Pontiac Universal Crimes, and the 180 Church. All right. All right, y'all. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, everyone.
See y'all next week.
Hi, it's Regina, the Queen of Carlones here, and I have something powerful coming your way. On Saturday, December 13th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., I am hosting the Keys to Confidence Car Buying Seminar at 374 Telegraph in Pontiac. This is not your average car talk session. This is where real financial power begins. We're talking about how to buy smart, how to build and repair your credit, and now we're adding something new, how to strengthen your business credit so you can finally qualify for grants, funding, and real capital. You'll meet some of the best experts in the game, from credit union and banks to insurance pros, credit repair specialists, and business finance experts, all ready to pour into you. And our vendors, they're coming bearing gifts. That means giveaways, prizes, and resources designed to help you walk away with more than knowledge. You leave with real tools for success. And here's the best part. At the event, I am introducing something I've been building for years. The Queen of Carlones University, a 6-month, step-by-step program designed to take you from credit stress to credit.
Happy Saturday, everyone.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday.
You know what? We got a new guest. Well, we got our first guest. This is the first time she's been a guest on our show.
Together, yeah.
Together.
Yeah. I'm excited
Together.
for her being in here. Since you want to argue and want me to take, you want me having emotion.
You know what? You can have some emotions because me and Cassandra, we were together before on a previous podcast, and actually, we had the same producer.
All right.
Right. Producer,
Come on, one
he kicked
time
me to
for
the
the
curb
one
for a little bit,
time.
and he brought me back. We got married again.
Y'all got married
We
again?
got married again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got married again.
Y'all had separation.
Yeah, you know what? People divorce me quite often. They do.
Listen, you know what? I've been in this thing. I think I've probably been one of the longest running ones with you.
Right. You've been one of the longest guests?
You call me a
partner.
guest?
Right.
Y'all, you
Partner.
see, she called me a guest.
No, you've been one of the longest partners.
Nope.
Because people fire me. They divorce me. They do.
Listen.
They be like, I'm tired of you.
I probably do it every day, and then I marry